What's up, everyone? Drunken Phoenix here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reacting to people talking about how expensive a lot of restaurants have gotten. So as a food connoisseur myself, I can definitely attest that, the price of food at restaurants and just dining out has increased tremendously to where, it even got me cooking more. And if anyone that knows me knows that I hate to cook. So let's go ahead and get started.
Something really funny. I just paid $7.99 for this.
That is pitiful. What even is
Turkey.
that? Turkey.
Sub. Flatbread, not sub, at Subway. What?
That's a flatbread. It's like a sad sandwich.
I'm going to give you an example of how Miami restaurants will scam you for literally no reason.
Oh, do I know about
and
Miami
restaurants? Are
restaurants?
Expensive for no reason already, and things like this make me not want to go out to eat anymore. So I just went out to lunch with my friend at a place in Aventura Mall called Motek, and I love that place. It is like a really cute little Israeli Mediterranean cafe. They have good drinks and dips and appetizers. So we sit down for lunch, and we decided we're not super hungry, so we were just gonna get 3 dips to share. The dips come out, and they usually come with one piece of pita bread each, and it's this big, maybe this big, and there's 2 of us and there's 3 dips, and what are we supposed to do, just spoon the dips into our mouth? So that piece of bread was gone in a second. So we were like, hey, we had 3 dips, we're gonna get another piece of bread, right? And she's like, oh, sure. So they winded up giving us another one, and then we get the bill, and they charged us $9 per piece of bread.
That's foul. That's very foul. And this is very typical of a lot of Miami restaurants. I go to Miami all the time, and let me just say, I love Miami. The city, it's definitely grew me. It was it's an acquired taste, but I love Miami. But the food scene out there, although it's great, it cannot compare to the food scene in New York, LA, or even Atlanta. But yet they have Miami has some of the highest prices. And it's they charge an arm and a leg for everything. And that's something I noticed a lot. The food there, is okay. It's not bad. It's a major city, so it's pretty decent. But the prices is just unjustifiable. Even a place, if you just go somewhere a Mediterranean, she said, Mediterranean place. A lot of Mediterranean places I know of are usually pretty cheap. You could get a bowl, the little, the rice mixed bowl for maybe with inflation, maybe 12, 15 bucks now. But in Miami, it'll be 20 for a bowl. Those rice bowls everyone gives you. But yeah, all that to say, Miami, their prices are out of hand with their restaurants.
And we complains about it, and she's like, oh, it's just the kitchen policy. I'm like, I'm not, I didn't even have the time to argue. I didn't even want to argue, but that's just a scam, it feels like.
So I was just brutally reminded why I don't go out to eat anymore. I went and met someone for lunch, went to Outback Steakhouse. I literally ordered a salad with grilled chicken on it. A pretty good sized salad, but it's all lettuce and tomato and some bacon bits. I had literally 4 little strips of grilled chicken on there. I drank water. My bill with the tip was $25.
Yeah, salads. I never get a salad at a restaurant. Maybe it's not because of the prices. May be more just so because I don't want to eat healthy all the time. But salads are a big way they rip you off. You're better off making your own salad. $25 for a salad with a little bit of meat, and they're always stingy with the meat. So yeah, if you're going to go to a restaurant, don't get a salad unless it's just. Well, there's this one salad I had that was tremendous, but still not worth 25 bucks.
You want to know why your sandwich costs so much at the local restaurant? My friend Dan sent me a text the other day. He was at one of my restaurants. He said, Brian, I just ordered a BLT at $16. You realize it's just bread, bacon, lettuce, and tomato. I said, yeah, Dan, but let me give you some restaurant perspective. In today's economy, my rent is $20,000 a month. My utilities are $6,000 a month. And my labor is currently running about $60,000 a month.
So I wanted to include this video because I thought it was important to be somewhat fair to a lot of restaurants because, with inflation, everything's going up, not just for us, but for them as well. And with a lot of these rents that these restaurants pay, they do have to find a way to compensate for the money that they're spending. Not just for the rent, but also for the food that they order. They have to pay, they have to also, pay more for like the transportation that the food takes to get there, like, with fuel costs increasing and the transportation of food. So, there is a lot of things that they do have to pay for, and they need to, ultimately be focused on their bottom line, which is, being able to recoup the money that they spent as well as make a profit. So I can see that, but it's just, this is very unsustainable right now with the way the economy is going, with people, getting laid off left and right. A lot of these companies are being stingy with the salaries that they want to pay their employees. So this is just a very unfortunate situation.
To 28%. So I'm in for $86,000 a month before I sell a single sandwich. At a 32% food cost, I have about $11 profit in that sandwich. That means I have to sell 93,800 sandwiches a year, or 257 a day, just to break even and make no money. 1.5 million in revenue, and I don't make a dime. That's why your sandwich costs so much. That's a reflection on our economy.
Fast food places have completely lost their mind. Many of them are now more expensive than sit-down restaurants. Don't believe me? Look at the prices if you go through McDonald's, if you go through Chipotle, Burger King, Wendy's. Now, look at the price.
I would say Chipotle out of all these restaurants has stayed pretty much the same. That's like the only place I can go to right now. Literally, one of the few only places I can go to and get a really good sized meal for under $10. Like if you get the chicken bowl, still under $10. So Chipotle has been pretty good, and that's also one of the healthier fast food places as well, because their ingredients are a lot more fresher. They don't use as many preservatives and GMOs and stuff. So Chipotle is, I can't complain about Chipotle.
Prices for the people that have fixed this. Look at Chili's prices. At Chili's right now, you can go to Chili's and get a big burger or a big chicken sandwich with fries and a drink for $9.99. That's their lunch special for people that want to come in and grab lunch from Chili's. Red Lobster changed when Debola came in and completely switched everything for them. Now they have happy hours. They have $5 margaritas. They have seafood boils. All of these sit-down places that were in trouble because their business wasn't going good. They were looking at bankruptcy. They were like, oh crap, there's a huge market for all these places now where fast food has gone for where it started at COVID to 3 times as much now. The other day, I paid $52.64 for 2 bowls and 2 drinks at Chipotle. Receipt is on my story.
What did you get from
Look at the prices of
Chipotle?
these places. It's absolutely nuts. And I know I'll get comments on this video. People be like, oh, you shouldn't be eating fast food anyway. I totally get it. You're right, actually. But what happens is every once in a while you want to go out with friends. You want to go out and grab a little drink after work. You want to go out and have a meal at lunch. You meal prepped and your meal prep went bad by the end of the week. So you're going to grab something from Chili's now. Because now it's at a point where McDonald's or Chipotle is twice as much as Chili's.
I may get fired for saying this, but I work at a nice restaurant and everything comes out of a bag. The lobster bisque bag.
When I really realized this, so I go to a lot of Asian restaurants, or at least I used to, and I always like to get the appetizers like the dumplings or the shumais or what else, the takoyaki and all that other stuff. And usually the appetizers are very much overpriced and they just add, a lot more to my bill. And it wasn't until I went to Trader Joe's and I'll get a lot of these same appetizers for a lot cheaper. And they taste just like the restaurant brand. And you get a bigger serving, depending on the restaurant. So when I realized that definitely has, caused me to not eat out at a lot of Asian restaurants as much anymore. Just the value that I'm able to get from Trader Joe's. And Trader Joe's is really good. They have like a lot of teriyaki type of meals you can cook and stuff. So yeah, but let's continue.
The soup bag. The sauces a bag. The tuna a bag. Everything comes in a bag. Welcome to corporate American restaurants.
The really sneaky thing some restaurants are doing now is bringing a mobile electronic card reader instead of a printed receipt. They're digital here, huh?
What was that?
So they're digital here.
Yeah,
Restaurants like them because they're convenient and contactless. But another big reason restaurants love them is because customers can't see the itemized breakdown. So where's the...
I got the receipt.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry.
No worries. All you see is a total, you tap your card, and you walk away without ever knowing you got hit with an extra fee.
1275, CNF 60. What's the CNF?
CNF, so we're not a part of the student rewards, so it's a fee that they put on the bill because they charge us.
But here's the thing. That fee adds zero value to your meal. It's not a service charge that goes to the server.
See, that should be illegal. See, I don't like that sneaky stuff. Like, we get it, restaurants. You guys are struggling to pay your rent, gotta pay more for food, the transport, gotta pay your employees, which you barely pay them because you depend on our tips. But all the sneaky stuff and trying to sneak stuff in, I don't like that. And another thing I don't like when they automatically add a tip. Like, I get if it's a gratuity, although I don't like it I don't like when they do it when it's like a big group of people, but I can understand that. But if it's just me and two other people, let us tip for ourselves. I don't like all the extra charge they do. And that's another thing they do in Miami a lot. They always automatically add the tip a lot. So that, I'm not crazy about that at all.
Goes into the restaurant's pockets, and they count on tourists not noticing or not caring enough to ask about it. The CNF fee may not seem like a lot, but if you end up eating at several strip restaurants that charge the fee, that money definitely adds up over time, and it's money you could have used to have fun.
All right, so there we have it. So so you guys can see what's going on right now with these restaurants. They are really, really trying to get over on us now. Do you guys have anything to share about, how ridiculous some of these restaurants have gotten with the prices? Let me know in the comment section. But I'm going to end it there. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.